Tonight, a WSMV4 exclusive. A Tennessee family is pleading for justice in the death of their loved one during his attempted arrest in Henry County a year ago.
A federal civil rights suit claims officers used excessive force, and the medical examiner ruled the man's death a homicide.
His father spoke exclusively with our Lydia Fielder. She joins us in studio now with the details of, Lydia, how this all happened.
Well, the newly filed lawsuit accuses 2 Henry County deputies and 2 Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency officers of using restraint tactics that led to Daniel Russell's death. It all began with a low-speed chase on April 20th of last year. Tonight, we have body camera video of the whole encounter. I do want to give you a warning. This can be hard to see and hear. It's just before noon on April 20th, and Henry County deputies say they got several calls about a reckless driver.
County, he's fixing to hit. I'm telling you, we got to get this guy stopped.
The driver, 33-year-old Daniel Russell, didn't pull over, so deputies say they boxed him in. In a post from the Henry County Sheriff's Office detailing the incident 2 days later, Sheriff Josh Fry wrote that, quote, officers were then able to talk Daniel Russell out of the vehicle. Body camera video shows Russell come out with his hands raised, but things escalate. A new lawsuit says the officers already have their guns drawn and are shouting conflicting commands. Over the course of a 9-minute struggle, Russell can be heard pleading with officers not to tase him. When they repeatedly order him to lay on his stomach with his hands behind his back,
Lay down. No, it's down in the back. Lay down on the ground. Yeah, lay down, put your hands back on, we'll be good.
he doesn't comply. The video shows Russell tased multiple times, pepper sprayed, then forcibly held face down, with officers applying weight to his back, while Russell screams that he has heart issues.
Put your hand behind your back, please. And this can go away. You're causing yourself more pain.
After just 4 minutes on his stomach, Russell was unresponsive.
Hey, come on.
Deputies reported that they gave him 2 doses of Narcan, believing it was a drug overdose, but did not do CPR.
One Narcan used, second Narcan going.
Russell was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Daniel's father, Danny Russell, is now helping to raise his teenage daughter.
I don't want anyone to ever have to go through this. His last 12 minutes on this earth was unbearable.
An autopsy later found Russell died of cardiac arrest while law enforcement restrained him with, quote, back compression. The report lists contributory causes of death as meth, metragenine, DMAA, and obesity, meaning underlying health conditions and substances in his system may have made his body less able to survive the restraint. The medical examiner ruled it a homicide. The family's attorney says this death wasn't just tragic, it was preventable.
No, he was not, in our view, a threat at that time, and the force that was used to restrain him was excessive under the circumstances.
The lawsuit accuses officers of excessive force and claims they ignored signs of medical distress, failing to reposition Russell to allow him to breathe. It also faults Henry County for failing to train its officers on the dangers of potential asphyxia, something the U.S. Department of Justice warned about decades ago, and something that saw sweeping reform after the death of George Floyd.
I just don't want him to die for no reason. Something good has to come out of this. Some kind of reform.
We reached out to the Henry County Sheriff's Office and the TWRA for comment on the lawsuit. The TWRA says because this case is in court, it won't comment on specifics, but says it, quote, will work closely with the Tennessee Attorney General's office to support the legal defense of its employees. The agency says the 2 officers involved were placed on leave, consistent with the review of the incident. The officers have returned to work and are on active duty. Now, as of this airing, we have not heard back from Henry County after multiple requests for comment. The family's attorney says individual officers in the county have several weeks now to file an answer or a motion to dismiss, and then that will determine what happens from here. You can watch the full body camera video for yourself. It's about 15 minutes right now on this story in the WSMV4 News app. Tracy.
Very difficult to watch. Okay, Lydia Fielder, thank you very much.